Welcome back to another episode of Murder in the Family. Today we have a really special episode. We're going to be going over a documentary that actually just recently came out on Netflix, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, it was Netflix.
Yeah, I had never heard of this one until you brought it up to me.
I
So,
watched it and I automatically thought, hey, we should have a family discussion and record the family discussion because it was a crazy documentary and it started out normal and I feel like it just got crazier.
yeah, it did. That's why we have Belinda here. That's why you're here.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Belinda, that's my niece, that's Joey's cousin, and then my husband, Chad.
Hello.
Hi, Chad.
Hi.
Hi, Uncle Chad.
So, spoiler alert to anyone that is watching this episode. This documentary did come out like less than a month ago. So it came out like April 29th. So it is fairly new. So if you haven't, go watch it and then come back to our episode.
Except we haven't even given the name yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Just don't watch any documentaries.
Just go on Netflix. Here's a new documentary.
No.
Yeah,
What was it? What was it called again?
it was called Should I Marry a Murderer? And this would be a good time to pause and go watch it and then come back because if you haven't seen it, you might not know what we're discussing. We'll try to talk about it with context, but you would probably enjoy this episode more if you've already seen it. So I would suggest hit pause, go and watch the documentary.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's good.
It's a three episode series. So
You can binge that fast.
yeah.
Oh.
I think I did it in one night.
I
Yeah.
I did it in one night or two.
So should we give a backstory of what it was about?
I think so. Do you want to do that or do you want me to do that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you could fill in the parts that I miss.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
basically, it takes place in Scotland? Is it Scotland? Okay, so it
Yeah.
takes place in
Well,
Scotland.
he's in Scotland. She starts out in England, right?
Whoa, she lives like an hour and a half away from him. I
Yeah.
don't know how far that is.
Okay. Maybe it is all in Scotland.
Yeah. Well, I do know that she's in like, I'm gonna get the name of the city wrong, like Glasgow or something like that.
Glasgow.
There you go.
That's where her parents lived. So
That's where she also had a flat.
no, she had a flat somewhere else. And then because when she moves home, she says, oh, I had to move to Glasgow
Oh,
to
okay.
back with her parents because she had to give up her flat. But anyway, go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so basically, you have this documentary with this girl telling her story of her meeting a guy off of, I'm assuming, Tinder.
Whatever
Some,
Scotland's
yeah,
version of
one of the dating
You're
websites,
dating.
and they
kills.
weren't dating for very long. Like, it was not long at all that they were dating.
Nope.
And then I might get this mixed up. Did he tell her after or before they were engaged?
After.
Was it
Yeah, I
after?
think it was
Okay,
after.
so they get engaged fairly quickly, like within like what, the first 2-3 months, something like that.
And he was a rebound, is the thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
he
what
was.
everyone was afraid. She had been in a relationship for like 7 or 8 years,
And it was a
and
bad
and
one.
it ended badly. And then all of a sudden she's dating this guy, and she because he lives so far away, she would have to like stay for days. Like she'd go for a whole weekend so that she wasn't driving
I'm just
back.
saying it wasn't that far.
Well, for
It's
them
like
it
it's
is.
like an
I don't know.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Eh,
Driving that every day. It's
I guess I don't know. People that haven't lived in LA and
That
have to
is
drive.
true, yeah. So yeah, so she starts dating this guy and they quickly get engaged. After getting engaged, he discloses to her, I was driving one night and I hit a biker and we
Cyclist.
Yeah, cyclist. And with my brother in the car, and we were scared. His twin brother, by the way. Uh, we were scared, so we buried him. And she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, that's messed up, and probably shouldn't have done that." And then
Yeah.
you soon later find out from the brother that he was lying. I mean,
Yeah. That the guy
I'm
was
I'm just I'm just
alive.
trying to give a quick gist of the story.
Right. Yeah. The guy was still alive. And
The guy
she,
was still alive, and they just kind of carried him off the side of the road with his bike and went home, changed clothes, changed shoes, changed cars, got gloves, came back, got him, put him in the truck, and then like just kind of threw him in the woods until the next day.
and she does go to the police, just not right away.
Yeah.
What did she do? Wait till after Christmas because he was supposed to like come meet her family for Christmas or
Yeah,
something.
so I don't know how I'm
No.
gonna let you guys talk first, and I want to see how you guys feel about this because I don't know, maybe I feel different.
So I feel like something that we discussed when we were watching it was, well, what would we do if like we found out the other one had murdered someone? However, we have been together for like how long have we been together? 19 years. I knew that. I was just checking. Uh,
He passed.
yeah, because I was like, oh, I wouldn't turn you in. And he's like, yeah, you would.
Yeah,
Well, I don't, I guess because that's such a hard thing to grasp, right? Like, because
but okay,
if
but
he killed
also like
someone, it would have had to have been an accident and it would have had to, or like self-defense. Like, I don't know. They were only together for like 4 months
that's
though.
what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
problem here is, I guess, time
Yeah.
and the way he went about things.
Right. Well, of course, because you find out more. Like he does disclose to her that they hit a cyclist and that he died, but he lies and says that he died right away.
Yeah.
Also, this happened years prior to them meeting.
It
Um,
was 4 years prior.
4 years.
yeah, 4 years prior to them meeting. And so I mean, I get it. She said she was in shock. But anyway, I don't. First though, like
Oh,
Joey, if Zaya killed someone, would you turn her in?
did we just meet?
How about both? How about 4 months in?
Okay, 4 months in, 100% definitely. Where
Yeah.
we are now, I'd probably help her hide the body.
Yeah.
There'd have to be a reason, right? Like we know our partners by now. How about you?
Yeah.
What if it was Chris, Belinda?
I'd help.
What about 4 months
But
in? Although
oh,
you
I'd give
really
them in.
fall for this like, dating and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So so Zaya's right here. So let's just put it this way. If she had just met me and I disclosed this to her, when we first started dating, she wouldn't even make it official with me. She put me on 90-day probation. So she would 100% give me up.
She was waiting.
Okay,
Yeah.
and since we're going right now off of that, I will say this. If someone, I don't care if you're a girl, if you told me I want to tell you something and you pull off on the side of the road, turn off the car and
Oh,
ask for my phone, I'm be like,
yes,
oh, she's gonna kill me.
that huge red flag. Like
Yeah,
when she said that, I was like,
100%.
dead. How did she not die? Did he try to kill her? Like,
And
because
then
I
and
was
then
like, who would do that? I got sure, here's my phone. Yeah, here's my phone, lock the car door. Or no, did he tell her to get out of the car?
no, I think they stayed in the car.
I
I mean,
couldn't remember. I thought they
either
said get
way,
out of the
it
car, but
doesn't
they're in the
matter
middle
if
of
he locked the
nowhere. They're in
car or
the
not.
middle
You're
of
in the
nowhere.
middle of nowhere and you took my phone from me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty vulnerable right now. And then you tell me you just killed someone? Yeah, no, I'm running. I'm taking my chances and I'm running.
You should have stuck with
all
that.
her
Keep
all
this
her
going.
recording and her Snapchat videos just didn't hurt the emotion she was saying while being interviewed, saying, "Oh, I was so distraught and this and that," but then all her videos were all smiling, happy, so in love.
And
It
it
wasn't believable.
you Do people really record that much of their lives? Like, I feel
Well,
like she recorded
yeah, she's.
so much of her life. Like, everything was a video. And I'm like, is it because I'm old? Like, you guys are younger than me. Do you record like every part of your life? Like, I don't know.
I can
That's
honestly
Necessary.
say
odd.
the last probably 100 videos or 100 anything off my phone is just a screen recording because I'm trying to get something that I need. Or I ordered something and I don't want to lose the order number.
Mhm.
I don't record anything and I don't take pictures of anything.
You should try it. Just do more selfie videos all day long. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. See?
That's literally what she did. They were selfies. So
Well,
anyway,
And it's not like she was a content creator either.
maybe it was
no.
just all the cocaine that she was doing.
Yeah. Okay, so for context, we're losing track
Oh
of
yeah, yeah.
context. So
Okay.
anyway, she also so she was a doctor. She was a coroner?
Yeah, corner, yeah.
Is that what she was?
Yeah.
There was a specific word. It
Okay,
was
well
Yeah.
the one where she cuts open the bodies and she
the reason
the
for
Yeah.
death.
yes.
And yeah, and she would do postmortems and things. Anyway, she's a doctor. She's a very intelligent person. Um, but she does turn him in, but then I do kind of feel like the cops screwed her over a bit. Like even in the beginning because they were like, "Well, just stop." And she's like, what do you mean? Like he's going to suspect it. He's going to know it's me if I'm just like but I suppose she probably could have just broke up with him and said no, but they just got engaged. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. They didn't offer her protection.
I would have been if I was the cop, I would have been like, you've known him for 3 months. Like, it's all right.
And
The thing
they
is,
advised her
though,
to stay away.
they did advise her to stay away, but in her head, she was like, well, he's gonna know it was me, and then he's just gonna come and kill me. He already killed someone.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't offer protection. They're like, well, then call 911 or sorry, 999.
Well, I okay, so
Right.
I wrote down some rules. I mean, some rules, some things that I had heard in there that I wanted to bring up. Like,
Okay.
this is just paraphrasing. So, she said you can't just turn off how you feel about someone, even if they had done something bad. And I agree to that, but I don't agree to that to a certain extent.
Because
I
they don't
can, if it's
together.
someone that you have just met and you told me, and you say that you're scared of him,
Mm,
I would think.
Scared of him though. I think she was scared.
She
You know,
says that she was
when
scared of
he
him
drinks, right?
because he calls her on the phone and's like, I'm coming to your flat right now, and he's all crazy, and she's like, I was scared and this and that,
I
and
felt like a lot of that was an act on her part.
Yes.
Like I
Because
don't
she
think
said she's scared, and then there's a video of her being so happy with him, laughing and
that's what
partying
I'm
with
saying.
him. Yeah.
and for listeners' reference, she does turn him in, but then she sees him because he calls her. So she's like, oh, I have to answer. And then
I feel
they
love.
end up she acts like nothing happened. They do go and arrest him or like question the brothers, and they don't have any evidence. All they said was no comment to everything
Yeah,
or
to literally everything.
literally every question. So there is no way they could hold them on anything, which then scared her more supposedly. And then she's just gathering evidence for them,
Yeah, so I mean,
supposedly.
Oh my
we'll keep
gosh.
some of the things that how she helps out and stuff. We'll keep some of that,
Okay.
so you can watch it
Oh,
and be a
okay.
Yeah.
little bit surprised. But I mean, she was recording and stuff, and I mean, this is where I go back and forth is because she says she's scared, but like I, I don't know. She's recording and stuff. If I was scared, probably wouldn't be recording. I'd be like trying to be like, when's the next time I can leave this damn house so I don't have to be near you.
Exactly.
And she does find out more information. She goes back to like his farm. So he's like a hunter, which from talking to people that actually live in England and Europe, and I suppose probably goes for Scotland too, probably United Kingdom. There's not a lot of hunting that goes on. People don't have guns. And so the fact that he has a gun is kind of interesting. And it's basically he's a hired hunter because they live out on farmland. He hunts and kills deer to kind of keep the population in a certain amount. He is used to skinning the deer and dressing the deer. And so they do talk about how they're both okay with death and body parts and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's one of the things that they connected on was because they
Right.
both dealt with death in their everyday work.
Right. And so he lives out on this big farmland, and she does go and ask for more information. And he does say where the body's hidden or buried. And she tells the police, and they do go and they recover the body. Um, and so then how many times does she like leave him and then go back to him? Because even after he finds out that she is the one who ratted on them, she ends up going back to him because the body is then sent to a lab that she works at. So then
Yeah, and then she gets
she's put on medical leave. She's put
yeah,
on
because she
leave.
can't be a part of it.
Right, because for obvious reasons.
Well, also she was messing up whenever she had to write things or do certain thing
Oh
that
yeah, but that's not why she was put on leave. She was put on leave specifically because that body went to the lab she worked at, and
oh, okay. Yeah.
because of her position, she had access to all the files, and so she couldn't work there basically. And apparently this was during COVID, and so they say that a lot of her choices were she was depressed because of not having work, and she goes back to him and he takes her back.
And and this is what I'm saying. If this is all BS from her, is because if you were truly scared and you had your way out already, and then you decide that you're going to go back with him and live with him on his property, I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for
Yeah.
you at all in any way.
Because she's putting herself in that
Exactly.
position.
You're putting yourself, I don't care if she was, I don't, I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with her at all.
So I
I
will
don't
say,
either.
whoever directed this documentary and filmed it, they did a really good job, because the first episode I'm like, oh, she's a normal human. She's really intelligent. She's a doctor. Man, that sucks. She fell in love after huge heartbreak, finds out the dude killed someone, and oh, it's getting juicy. You find out that the cyclist was not dead, that he was alive, and they like actually let him bleed out and die. Like,
He was
and
a
then
veteran too, right?
yeah, and then slowly you get to know her more. I feel like she's crazier than him. I
Yeah,
feel like she's crazier than the dude that killed somebody.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
She is certifiably insane.
She got them crazy eyes.
I don't know. I don't know. I just felt, I just, as the documentary went on, I just felt less and less for her. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't feel
Well,
bad for you at all. Especially towards the
After,
very, very end. I'm just like, oh yeah, no, no. Which I don't know if you guys want to put that in there, if you want the viewers to, you know, have a little surprise and twist at the end.
I mean, if they're listening to us, hopefully they probably already watched it, and
no.
and we told them there's a spoiler,
That
so
is true. That is true.
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. We're discussing the documentary, so I feel like it's okay to talk about the.
Okay. So then let's talk about it then.
Well, first, let's talk about how here she is, this intelligent doctor, and she's freaking doing cocaine. Like,
Yeah.
Not just that, but she's doing ketamine too.
Yep.
they say that too. That's
Yeah,
right.
I think she's like, I think in one of the scenes, she's like, she's recording herself and she's like, I'm so K'd out right now or something like that. And it's
Uh,
like,
You're right. And then she was like, "Oh, in that one video, I can hear myself snorting cocaine, and it's disgusting." And I'm like,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
"Okay."
That and that's another thing too. Remember how we said that she was recording um conversations, and in the background of one of the recordings, all you hear is, and she's like, and you can hear me doing lines in the background. And I'm like,
Okay.
she's lucky, or I mean, not really, no, because nothing was even done with it, but she could have been found not credible in court because of all of that.
Yeah.
She would have shown up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
what I
But
thought
it's
Go ahead. We could. Oh,
was
go ahead.
what I thought was funny was how she's like, I'm just so in love with him and I went back with him and everyone thought I was crazy. And then as soon as he started talking about it, she had her phone, pressed
yeah,
record, and was like,
yeah.
oh, tell me more.
It was very like contradictory, right? Although I feel like that part does make sense to me. Because if you think about it, like if it was someone you loved, and I know they were only together a short period of time, but she really felt she loved him, but yet she knew it was wrong. So she's like, wait a minute, like, what am I doing? Maybe she had moments of like clarity where she was like, gosh, maybe I
I don't
should.
know.
Maybe I don't know. In one of the episodes, it's when she's doing one of the recordings. She says like it's when she's playing chess on her laptop, and
Hmm.
she presses record, and he says something along the lines of, "Well, it was either his life or mine." And then she goes, and that's when I realized. And I'm like, really? That's when you realized? Out of all this crap, that's when you realized? Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's when it was reality for you.
Also, him and his brother, for the listeners who maybe have not watched it, him and his brother did have a reputation around their town of kind of causing problems. And like I don't remember who they were interviewing, but they when they heard who was arrested, they were like, "Oh, I bet I know who it was." Like, you know what I mean?
The
They were
bartender,
known.
right?
It might, yeah, I think it might have been the bartender.
Yeah, it was because they're talking about how when he would drink, he was a completely different person.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, they eventually do get enough information, and they do find the body, and they eventually are arrested and have to go to trial. And she is the key witness, right? And she's subpoenaed to testify in court,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happens, and by this point, she has lost her ever loving mind.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
understatement.
Is she is insane. And she doesn't want to go. She's moved back home with her parents because she had been living with him and his brother on their property, their farm, and obvious for obvious reasons, she then couldn't live with them. Went and moved home, and she just was a mess. I
Yeah.
and they needed her to testify because they had the body, but it was kind of circumstantial evidence. There was no like smoking gun. There was no DNA. And the land they lived on was so huge. I mean, to me it seems clear, but they felt they needed her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, like I said, so they didn't, so they had the body, they had the recordings because they had taken her phone and her laptop, so they had the recordings. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that like they would have still got something,
But they
but
didn't know they were recorded, right? So they can't use it? Or is it different in
I
Scotland?
mean, it could be different in Scotland. I'm not sure how it really works over there, but
Yeah.
she got in her head that I mean, because throughout this, they don't have the bike and they don't have the stuff that he had with him.
yeah,
And
they
in it,
really wanted that bike.
yeah,
So
and in her head, she feels like they need this bike. So
So she says. By the way, I think all of this is crap too. Like I think it's BS. She was too much of a coward
yeah,
to go and testify is what I think.
100%.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
how do you feel about that, Chad?
I mean, I'm trying to think now. Do you think the documentary itself is kind of just her trying to clear her name? Like she wants to be okay in a nice life?
Attention.
Attention also.
Okay,
And she
Yes.
wants to clear her name, so she's like, here's my story the way I tell it. You know
so
what I mean?
I also got that, and I was going to comment on that. I feel like this entire documentary isn't even really about them. They're like the background story, and it's all about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's please feel sorry for me. Look what happened to me.
And I
Look
feel like
what I had to do.
the filmmaker though is kind of letting her hang herself with her own rope.
Hmm.
I'm
You know what I mean? Like, is like, this is a great story. Sure, she thinks she's clearing her name, and we're gonna put this where she looks like a normal human and then gets crazier and crazier. You
until
know
the
what I
very,
mean?
very end.
Right. I think
Oh my gosh.
the way they structured it was wonderful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh, not.
I
Oh,
literally
this
thought
is
they
like,
put the music in, but no.
yeah.
It
So
was her.
so basically, she feels the need that the court needs this bike, and he had somewhat told her kind of where it was, and so she thought, well, I'm just gonna. I oh by the way, and they sent a letter telling her that she needed to be a witness in court, and if
or
she
she'd
didn't,
be
they were gonna put a
arrested.
warrant out for her.
Yeah.
And so she bailed on that day. She took off, and she goes back to their farm, and she's gonna go looking for this bike that is hidden in a waterfall somewhere. And so she goes, and like we said before, she's literally recording her entire life. And she's recording this. And so at one point, she's like, yeah, they're probably going to come looking for me. And then you see,
No kidding.
huh?
No kidding.
Yeah.
That they're
And
gonna
then,
come looking for her.
and at one point, she's
She
hiding in
doesn't
a,
show up to court.
yeah, she's hiding in a barn, recording herself. And you can hear the helicopter, and she's recording the helicopter. And she's like, I think they found me. Yeah, no, really? You think so? And then, right after that, she's like, I needed to get away. So I hopped in this a tractor, and I didn't know how to use it, but the owner manual was there, and I got it started. And in the video, she goes, "Well, I
Confused.
just stole this tractor." So you didn't just bail out on court, but now you just admitted that you stole a tractor, and you have video of you evading the police.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, she's just confessing to everything. Like,
While on drugs.
I mean, I don't, was she on drugs while doing this? I mean, I guess she
I
probably
mean, she
was.
looked like she was.
Yeah, she did look a little spracked out there. I mean,
Well, and I mean, she's in therapy now, so it's okay. Um, but she messed up. Oh, can we like backtrack and talk about her putting on her wedding dress?
Oh
oh
my
yeah,
gosh. I was like, she did it more than once too.
I thought it was only once, but I felt like that was the part of the documentary where I was like, "Oh, she's a little crazy."
she
Yeah.
got all there.
Yeah. That was when I was like, "Oh, this is maybe going a different direction." Like that was one of the first indicators to me because that was shortly after she turned him in,
Yeah.
you know? And she's like, "Oh, it's too big." And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's what you're okay."
Yeah. And
yeah,
again,
and that's
she
what I'm
was
saying.
saying
Her
she was,
priorities are all messed up.
yeah. And she was saying she was distraught and so messed up and just she couldn't deal with herself for what she did. But then in the video, she doesn't look like that. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like
Well,
her
Well,
emotions don't.
it's saying one thing, but then being it like if if what she said is true, and that's actually how she felt, and she was putting on this charade, the charade for the guy so he wouldn't know that she was the narc, then she's really good actress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to believe because you get both sides of the video and what she's saying, and when she's saying I'm scared and all this, and then she shows a video and they're like partying and drinking and stuff,
Yeah.
and like hanging out with him, and like she looks like she's having the greatest time of her life.
Yeah.
Then I mean, yeah, like how you said, she must be a really good actor. She better than Leonardo DiCaprio. Like,
And then backtracking to the twins, and then the brother even called out, like, hey, I think she's the one that did it. And he's like, no, she would never do it. And then when they found out, they both still took her back and was like,
yeah, they
if it
both
was
forgave
me,
her.
Yeah.
yeah, if it was me, I
Oh,
would have
it's all
done
right that
the
you
same
told the
thing.
cops on us.
What about if we backtrack even a little further, again to the twin brother, who like on early on, I mean, they were only together 4 months, so how early can you get? But it was like early on, like one of their first dates, he tells her, remember, he's like, my brother, he's not right in the head. Like
Oh
something,
yeah.
he's off, like something's wrong. And she's
Mm-hmm.
like, that's okay. We can fix each other. I'm not right in the head.
We
I
could be
don't know.
messed up together.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, how do you feel about that? That specialist came on. I don't remember who she was exactly, but saying, you know, that she did go crazy. I mean, and she admits she went crazy, although I think she was already a little crazy to begin with.
Yeah, I think she was a little
Mhm.
crazy.
But that she didn't have the help that she should have been offered. And it was because she was so intelligent that they kind of assumed she didn't need the help. And she claims that her parents asked for help and that she did too. But the guy's like, no, like she knew what was available to her. She's a doctor. Like she knows. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Do you think she actually was treated wrong by the police, that the police failed her? Or do you think, or, what are your thoughts?
I think that they went off of her intelligence and not treated and didn't treat her like anyone else. Like they could have done more, I guess.
And I think they thought, well, you're too smart. Why would you have gone back to them? We told you to stay away from it.
Yeah,
You went back. Like, and you're a doctor, you should know better, kind of thing.
yeah,
I would say, I mean, it seemed like she was in danger. Like the way they laid the story out, it was like, yeah, like she accused him of murder, and then he has total access to get to her,
From
and
her parents'
yeah,
house.
retaliate kind of thing.
yeah.
And they said, well, just just don't answer the phone, or so I just said I can see where the way they told it, it sounded like she could have used some protection or some help or something, but didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then later on, when she lost her job and it's COVID and she's so isolated, I mean, that's why Jeff came and lived with us because he was isolated and kind of his mental health was dropping. Like it, I feel like she was already a little psycho. I feel like she made some poor choices, but I feel like she also was kind of let down by the police and was not given the same services that other witnesses would have been given because
Yeah.
of her degree and because of her intelligence. And I also think she's one of these cases where she's like crazy book smart and so dumb in life. Like,
Well, I mean, okay, so I don't think that she was in as much danger as she thinks that she was.
That could be true.
that
One because they knew that she had told the cops and they were like, ah, it's all right, it's cool, don't even worry about it. Like, ah, we're family, we still love you. They didn't
Yeah.
care. Like,
But that was after. So that was like the her second time going back to them. I'm talking about like right away. Like I don't think she would have gone back to him had they been like, all right, cool, we're gonna put an officer outside your residence or and outside your workplace. Then I don't think she would have answered the phone, or maybe she would have, but then we would 100% know that would totally be on her. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
I disagree only because when they get arrested the first time and they let them go and they come and they stay with her at her flat.
That was after. And
Well,
that,
that
well, no,
was
you're right, but that's
yeah.
because she
Okay,
had
well,
asked for
okay, but
protection.
okay, but hold on. The cops come there while they're there, and the girl detective tells her like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, she's like, you're a witness. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So then
Yeah.
that should have been right there too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That
but
that that that
they're still not giving her protection.
okay, but it might not be help, but it still was like, what are you doing? That should have been a wake up call for her.
Yeah, so I think she was let down because I think she would not have gone back the very first time had they offered her help because she asked for help right away and they said no. They said just stay away. And she did, and then they called her. Remember? And then she answered and was like, "Oh, all your I'm getting text messages from your friends saying you were arrested." So I feel like maybe, and I mean, we don't know for sure. And maybe she's crazy enough that she would have gone back anyway. But if what she's saying is true, I feel like had they given her some sort of protection, she wouldn't have answered that phone call. And she maybe would have blocked him and it'd be a different story.
I I have to disagree with you. I think she would have done it regardless.
Well, the I feel like there's two sides. Her side of that her knowing that they know she knows, and then the cop side of, well, this is someone coming to me saying this. We got to find proof before we believe it, basically, you know.
Yeah.
Are you saying that she's saying that?
I
No,
think
like there's go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think she means like at that point in time, they didn't even know if it was true or not. That
Why
at this
they
point, there was no proof because there was no body yet, and they brought him in for questioning, and they just said no comment. So I
and it
think
was like what, 4 years?
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was 4 years after it had
Yeah.
happened.
And someone randomly just called. So that's my thoughts of why they didn't really protect her is because it was a random phone call stating that, and then
Well, and I don't think it was a random phone call at that point because I think she had gone in and talked to them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she went in and
yeah,
she interviewed, right?
Yeah, and
yeah,
because they wouldn't arrest them off a random phone call, I don't think.
yeah, true
I don't
that.
know. Regardless, I think that she still would have went back to them. I mean, she seemed off her rocker anyway, so I mean,
Yeah.
And nothing happened to her other
yeah, that's
than
the
Dude,
crazy thing.
other than I mean her reputation maybe within her community.
Yeah, they
And
were like,
it's
"Hey,
just
you remember how you didn't show up for court and we held you in contempt?" And then remember how you stole that tractor the same day, and that same day you also invaded the police? And she was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Don't even worry about it.
you're good. Go
Yeah,
home.
you're good.
It's all
Yeah,
good. We got
yeah,
him. It's
yeah."
fine.
and did you get the impression that even in the end he was still protecting her?
Who?
But the fiance,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
I kind of felt that way too. I feel like he
Yeah,
was more I feel like he was more in love with her than she was.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They were like
Yeah.
their demeanor and everything was just calm. Like there
Yeah,
wasn't
I
like
mean,
there was one freak out that was recorded was when he's with the Red Bull can where he saw the picture and then like she felt betrayed by the police because they showed him that picture and he's like you and yeah, start calling her names and everything and that was
which
the most freak out I got out of him.
And then when he did come to her house, remember she was scared and he was like, "You're right. This is all my fault and I brought you into this." And he totally
Yep.
took
that's what I'm saying.
responsibility.
She had nothing to be scared of.
Yeah.
Like he
Yep.
freaked out and
Yep.
then she was like, "Don't do that." And he was like, "You're right. Yeah, you're right." Like she had
And then
nothing to
he
be scared of this
say,
entire time, and that's why I felt like it was just a bunch of BS from her.
yeah.
And I'm trying, so I was so focused on her insanity. I can't remember, like, did he just plead guilty or like, how did,
So
what
the
happened?
so the
I
other
can't
brother
remember.
pled guilty. I think if I can remember their names, I mean
Robert.
Robert. I think Robert's the one that pled guilty, and he ended up getting 4.5 or 5 years. And then
Oh,
her,
because he was just an accessory,
yeah, and
right?
then her fiance, what was his name?
Sandy.
Sandy. Sandy didn't plead guilty or anything, and they gave him 12 years.
Yeah.
So it was like, I mean, but you you have someone in the car that's pleading guilty. Why wouldn't you plead guilty with it? Did you think that you were going to get away with it at that point?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
the whole thing is insane. Like that's you like their reaction was totally, I feel like, not a normal human response.
well, can we also
You
just
hit
go?
someone with your car, you call 911 or 999. Sorry, I keep forgetting we're in Europe.
Yeah.
You call the authorities and you get help. And because he was alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just go based off this. Let's say I did do that, and I hit someone with my car, and then I dragged them off the side of the road. I'm not going to tell some girl that I met 3 months ago, "Hey, you want to hear a crazy secret?"
Want to hear the worst thing
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
ever
you
done?
want to hear the worst thing I've ever done, and then
You know,
lie about it, and not even give you a half truth. Like,
yeah.
And also point out they were under the influence as well.
yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were drinking
S-
and driving.
So it's just
And that
like,
that was the point, is he was afraid that he would lose everything. And I think it was more to the fact that he was drinking and driving when he hit somebody. So
Yeah.
it was a completely 100% selfish act, which murder usually is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And
I
this
don't know.
the
You call
cyclist,
999.
yeah.
so
And the
what's,
cyclist was doing it for charity.
Yeah.
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 So
Answers.
what's the
He
moral of
had
the
survived
story?
cancer.
Yes. So what's the moral of the story? Don't tell someone you met 4 months ago your deepest, darkest secret.
Not don't drink and drive,
Because
but
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
because if you tell someone your deepest, darkest secret that you met 4 months ago, they're gonna make a documentary about you, and then they're gonna make it all about them.
Yes.
You're gonna narc, you're gonna go to jail, and then the other person gets the
Do you
documentary.
Yeah,
think
exactly. Yeah,
do you think she's waiting for him to get out?
it wouldn't
It
surprise me at
wouldn't
this point.
surprise me. Yeah,
Right?
same.
But at the end, was she with a new person?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was. Yeah.
She was
Okay.
with a new
At
person.
a
She was going to therapy, and she knew that she had been insane, and
She didn't mention whether she went back to work or not, though.
she didn't. I wonder
Yeah.
if she
Well, she
lost
moved
her
to the coast.
license. She did.
Yeah.
Unless you move to the coast.
Maybe, but I mean, you can
She
get it
did.
no matter where you live.
Yeah.
I just wonder if she lost her license and if she was,
She just crossed over.
I mean, not only was she insane, she documented her own insanity. So,
For real.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
She was intense, man.
Yeah. I
Does
mean, You guys have to go and you guys have to watch this for yourself. I mean, this is just our opinions of what
Yep.
we think about it and what we watch. So, and you guys are
Yeah,
more than free to form your own opinions. So go watch and form your own opinion.
And
yeah,
if you have watched this documentary, we want to know what you thought. Do you agree with us? Do you agree with Joey in that the police did not let her down? Or do you agree with me and Belinda where we feel like, yeah, she was crazy, but also she got let down? Or do you have a
yeah.
completely different opinion? Or does anyone think she was not insane and poor her, like she was the victim? That would be, I don't know that. I feel like that'd be a very rare opinion. I don't know.
What? So, how long did she know about it though? Before she said anything, because she wasn't going to say anything until he said, "Hey, we're going to have to dig up this body because they're going to build
That's
something
right.
here."
Oh my gosh, I forgot that part. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was waiting. She was gonna wait because he was supposed to come over for Christmas, but then Christmas went so well. She didn't say anything, and that's right. He was like, "Hey, they're gonna be building on this land. I need help. Do you want to help me move the body?" And since you
she's like,
deal with this stuff, like, how long does it take to
"Oh,
burn a body? And then she thought, oh, he only got with me for this reason.
yes."
But
Good
I,
point.
man, I don't know.
That's
Like,
so.
did he spot out for me? Did he plan to be with me? Because he knew, and that me.
Yeah. Um. Anyway,
Yeah, I had to throw that in there.
so Belinda and Chad, did you guys enjoy this experience of
Yes,
Yes.
joining
yes,
our?
I did.
I, I struggle to speak up when I have something to say, so I'm still finding my podcast voice, but thank you for letting me join in here and give it a try. Warm up a little bit. Sorry.
I told him it was okay. He can be the eye candy, right? Like
Exactly.
he doesn't need to talk. He just needs to look pretty.
Yeah, you look really pretty.
Thank you.
Yep.
You know, if I would have just met you, I would have told you my deepest, darkest secret.
Yeah.
That's how good looking you are.
Thank you.
Oh man.
I
Oh,
like that we did this. I like it this way as well. I think we should definitely do more of these
yeah.
of like where we find
And
there is another documentary that I want to do and has been out for a while, so maybe we can do that one. Not any, not next episode or something, but soon.
yeah, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with your turn, right? You'll get your
Yeah.
turn and
Hmm.
do a regular podcast, a regular story.
Yes.
All
But
right.
we want to hear your guys' opinions and we want to hear what you guys think. And if you guys have something you guys want us to do, a story or someone, uh, talk to us on Instagram, on YouTube, comment, go into our DMs, hit us up in the DMs, talk to us. We're always there.
Or if
Uh,
you're old like me, you can email us.
or yeah, or you can email at murderinthefamily@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hit us up. Go like, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and Spotify, and hit that bell so you get notified when we come out with new episodes.
Sounds good. I would do it. Maybe I
You,
should do it. I should probably. Oh, good. I'm done.
And we'll tell you our deepest, darkest, the
Deepest, darkest secret.
deepest, darkest secret. Try to say that 7 times fast. All
All right. Well, we will see you guys next time.
Yes,
right.
we will see
Thank
you
you for
next
letting me
time.
join. Bye, guys. See you next time.